Hello everybody, I am Divya Dawlat here. Today I am going to teach you a simple tutorial on diya making. Since Diwali is around the corner, so I thought let's make simple diyas with air dry clay. This tutorial is a very easy and simple for especially the beginners. So today we are going to make these peacocks. So please like, share and subscribe our channel. Today we are going to do our peacock. So this is visible. I'll be doing this peacock. Okay, now those who have this ready, fix to this. Those who don't have this, fix to your diya. Okay, now since I have my diya, I'm going to fix it to my diya. These are the polans. Keep 2 or 3 pieces ready. Just fold it like this. Fold it like this and cut little.
It's not visible.
Now we are able to see?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. So this is the polans. So just fold and keep this ready. If it is too long, you can chop it off. Chop little and keep it ready. Please take clay. How much is required for your... Okay. Now take clay. How much is required for your diya. Now again in this diya, my diya is small, so I'll make little smaller peacock. Here my diya was little bigger, so I made a little bigger peacock. So based on your diya size, please take your clay. So don't ask me how much clay. I'll not be able to tell you. So you have to decide based on your size. So for this small size, I'm taking somewhere approximately this much. It's okay. We can, always wrap it back. The clay will not get wasted. I'm just keeping a cloth. Inside the cloth, I'm just keeping my clay. So that for 5 minutes, it will be okay. So I'm making a ball. Keep little talcum powder on your fingers always. So make this ball. Is that okay? Now, once your ball is ready, just roll it. Don't roll on both the sides, on one side. One side I want it to be little thick, the other side. And kids and ladies, if you're doing for the first time, don't expect the shapes to come all together, beautifully at the first stretch. It has to be like this, little thick and little thin. This is how the body has to be. Okay. Now for me, I feel this body is too big according to my clay size. For this clay, this is good. This is ideal. Okay. So I will just reduce my size. Now this is a good size. Okay, this body has to be like this. Now I'll give the shape of the neck. On the front part, I'm just making the neck like this. Fine. Now here there are 2 ways. Now for one of my peacock, the beak was fixed external. I made a beak in a cone shape and I fixed. For this, I gave my beak in itself. It is too sharp. Okay. I want you to make it that sharp. Now what I'll do, just tap it little slightly. See, slowly you have to get the shape. Can you see this? The shape has to come. So I'll just hold it little close and do it. I'm just shaking this. And make it little. Now for my Crayola, I require water to smoothen it because I'm getting cracks. If the clay is little old also, the cracks will come. So little with my water, I'm making the shape. This is for the Crayola. Those who are using M-Seal or mold it with your talcum powder, just smoothen it. No need to use the water. Now those who are using the mud clay, for them it's anyways easy. They can shape however they want. Now just make the shape like this. It has to be little sharp. Don't make it too thin also, because this is bit delicate. Can you see now? It's visible to all of you? Yes, perfect. I'm able to see few of you. That's great. Okay. Now see, if you have a plain diyas, that is perfect. But if you have this type of opening, keep that towards your back side. I'm going to stick this to my diya. Now I'll just put little glue. Now just I'm keeping it close to you. All of you please watch me. Okay, and I'm fixing it. Okay, then just turn it little down. This is very delicate. Press it and little of the clay start smearing it to your terracotta diya or your this diya, because this base and this has to get stuck. So with little clay I'm pressing on towards this. I'm pinching it. I'm showing you. See? Is this okay? Now once yours is done, this is bent little by my pressing, so I'll make it little straight. It has to sit like this. Peacock is done. The base of the body is done. Now this is little teda, make it straight. Now again here, kids and ladies, if you don't want it to face in the front, if you want it to face it backside as if it is turning behind, just turn the neck that side. Or instead of front, you can bend the neck backside. It's looking in the side. Or you want to turn the neck towards side, right, left, back, whatever you want, you decide. Okay, some kid has done nicely. Good. Press this. Now as it is wet, you have to do 2-3 things. Where is our this thing? Now I told you, right? You can use it with, you can do it with your cutter also, but this is a better option for me. Can you see this? Now the piche ka part, whatever this round is there, with that I'm going to make the feather designs on the neck. I will show you. Just wait a second. See here. Can you see this U shapes? And no need to pinch and press off the clay. It will get stuck in the clay. Just delicately, ma. All of you delicately. All of you delicately.
Part of clay you've taken, Divya?
Sorry?
This is another part of clay you've taken?
No. This is the same clay.
Okay.
This is the same clay. Whatever I have done on the peacock, I am taking this and I am just giving a halka touch like this, like a U shape. Semicircle. I'll just hold it. Can you see this? Just take this. Do like this. Okay. So again, wherever you want, you make. I'm making from the body till this part, till here. I'm not keeping it completely till the neck and all. Little. Even on the sides also I'm making the shape. Now be very careful, because if this is wet, it will tend to fall down. So with lot of, careful and being very delicate, you can do. So those who want it to be little lifted, we will just lift like this. Thoda you can lift it. It look nice when it is dried. Only be careful that you don't, be little harsh with your clay. And please, in the bottom part, clean it neatly. I don't want it to be patchy work. Anyway, it will be visible. Just make it little neat. So this thing is done. Great. Now you have an option. You can paint the whole thing of the peacock and then give with your black paint the eye part, or this is another option. You have your refill, the behind part of your refill or the front part of your refill. That's up to you. Poke here. Now when you're poking, please be careful. Wait, I'll just hold it. Now I think it is visible. See where you want to put your eyes and pierce it. Can you see this?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, eyes. I'll just give a gap after 5-10 minutes. So just I'm giving the eye part. If you press it little inside, it will go inside. If you don't want, you can just put little light. Okay. Now I'll just give a break 2 minutes. Okay. Now let me explain you for those who don't have this option. For those who don't have this, what you can do is that take your clay only. Take your clay, this much clay, okay, and then just make it like a tilak shape, or maybe like little press like this. Can you just make a flat pressing like this and then fix it? You can make it thin or small and fix it. Those who don't have, you can do that. Or the other option is that if you guys have this stem, what we use for our flowers, the wire, you can just cut that wire into little tiny pieces and make this clay balls, fix to that wire and pierce inside this. That's another option. For me, this is it's available at home. I have lot of this because I make flower making. So I have these pieces. I will directly insert this. Okay. Now how to insert this? I'm going to glue this first. Okay. I'll just glue this in your hand. Just hold this 4 pieces. You can make 4, 6, 5, how many ever pieces you want. Just hold this and press this. Press this. Okay. Now, just grab your toothpick. I'll just give a break after this. Wherever you want to mark it, just pierce little. All this has to be done when it is wet. If this clay gets dried, I can't pierce it. On safer side, I'll put little glue inside this. I'll put little glue inside this. I'll put little glue inside this, and then I'm going to push this inside this. Push it. Push it and then smear clay. So you can flatten it, make toothpick, press it 1, 2 and 3 lines like this, and then fix it here. Both the sides you can do that 3 lines, 1, 2 and 3, and then fix it. Or you can just you don't need to cut this and make it too thin, because it will not stick, it will break because it's clay. And air dry clay, there are chances it can break at any point. So please be little delicate. If it is too thin, there are chances of breaking. So for you people, though, I mean, if by chance when you're doing and this breaks, don't panic. Either pull some more clay out of this and fix it, or just take a separate clay like this, like a round shape. Make a round shape, and then in one angle pointed you make. So make this pointed like this. Take this niche ka part which is very thick, tap it down like this and make a cone shape. Make a cone shape, a tiny cone shape. Okay, and then fix near the beak. If your beak at any point breaks, this is a second option. Okay, so I'm clear with the, when I'm talking about behind, see, this has to be covered because I have no choice. If I keep this on the side or on that side, it will look little weird. so I'm anyways closing this. Now what other option I have in this is that you can directly use with your clay and your this thing oil. If not, take a separate small diya and keep it inside that. That's the only option I can say, because this is more like a decorative piece. Okay, now let's start with the behind part. Now as I told, those of you have feathers ready, peacock feathers, you can fix here. Foam sheets, glitter sheets, you can cut a green sheet and then put red, blue sheets and make your peacock feather, or any feathers, colored feathers what you use for your craft classes, you can put that. Anything is okay. Now I am doing this because today is the clay modeling. I'll teach you in this only. Now for this I want 3 lines, so you can make 3 or 4 lines based on your diya. Since my diya is small, for this I will try to keep 2 or 3 only. If it is little bigger diya, you can make 4. Okay, now I'll show you how to make this. Remove 3 toothpicks and keep it ready, kids. Keep 3 or 4 toothpicks. Now there are another type of making your feather. What you can make is that, one second, let me remove the clay. For example, take a round ball, flatten it into a big sheet, little thicker sheet, then cut it into an oval or a round shape, fix here. Okay, that's one option. Second option, if you want, as I told you, these wires are there, you can insert the wires and stick to this, the same flattening portion. You have to flatten it with your rolling pin and then take that piece and fix it to this. One option. Second option, you can take toothpick or the wire, and the wire will not directly stick to the clay part. So again you have to fix little clay here. It will not directly stick to the mud part, sorry. So you have to fix little clay and then fix the wire. Okay. Now I am not using any of those things. I am keeping it very simple. I am using my toothpick. So keep 2 or 3 toothpicks ready. Now take this and make it into a ball. How much feathers you want, cut that into equal parts. Make this like this, and they take a cutter and cut into equal parts. Now since I don't have that habit, I am directly just pinching it out. I am making 3 balls. I'll just check if that length is okay or not, and then I will start. I think I can reduce my clay part. Now this is what I am going to take. Please choose your feather shape, size and all based on your clay base. Now again I am rolling it. One side I am keeping it little thin, the other side I am keeping it little fat. Now this is my shape. Now I think this length is good enough. Fine. If you want little more longer length, the only problem is that my clay diya is too small. It will not handle it. So the bigger the diya is, you can make it more beautiful. So again and again I am telling you, based on your diya base, make your tail part. Just make 3 pieces and keep it ready. So now I have to be little fast at this point. So I am just taking this with my finger, I am pressing it. It should be like this. Okay. Now this part I will press it little more, flattening it. Okay. And then I am slowly giving a shape. Just a shape. Press it with your finger and then make a shape. Make for all the other 2 pieces also. Just little shape like this. Even you can use this ice cream sticks. You get this ice cream spoons, right? The smaller one. You can even use that one. See, when you make an air dry clay, it will look beautiful. That's the only thing. Okay. Now as I make, I'm going to insert my toothpick inside this. Now you might get a question, why am I inserting the toothpick? Because this is clay, this will tend to not stand much, it can break. So when you're using, even if you remember, if you had attended my Ganesha making also, I had inserted little toothpicks for the head and the body so that it stands still. The same thing I'm doing for this. I'm going to pierce it inside like this. Carefully insert. Now if your toothpick is more longer than this, for example, if you're making a smaller one, you can cut your toothpick and insert. You can cut your wire and you can insert. Now I'll just show you. Now see, my toothpick has come out like this. Fine. Now don't panic. When your toothpick comes out like this, take little extra clay. Take extra clay, put on this and merge it. Merge it. That's it. So everything has a solution until and unless your clay doesn't dry. You can play with that. But once your clay dries, you can't do anything. Smoothen it and it gets merged. Okay. Now make it for everything. Directly, I have just put little extra clay and then I have pierced this. Okay. I'm giving you both the options. You can put some extra clay and pierce this, or if you can directly fix it, directly fix it. When you are fixing the clay part, just pinch that clay to the base little. Pinch means just press this. And if it is mud clay, always remember to pinch and press. For mud clay, we are not using any glue, nothing. With the water only we have to fix when you are using the terracotta clay. No mud is required. No glue. No glue is required.
Okay.
Just show me. That's okay. You can bend little. Just check your diya is not falling, right? You have to be careful with that part, ma. Fix everything one by one little to your base. Put some glue to your toothpick and fix it. Don't press. If you can press, please press it. I'm just pressing all the three so that it stuck, and then keep a box or anything like this and fix. Just keep it down like this so that it gets dried, and don't touch it. It takes time to dry. If you see, I'm just...
Divya, can you please check this?
Yeah. And here I'm just pressing this three together, and I'm just taking this feather and I'm just putting it little piche. It will look beautiful as if it is dancing. Now, those who have very big diya, you can make 4 or 5. Or, as I told you, make a big round shape, then cut it into a oval or a little peacock shape, peacock feather shape, and then fix it to this. That will also be very beautiful. Or another option I will tell you. Make 3 equal parts of rounds. Take your wire. It will not work out with your toothpick. Take your wire. Press this into a oval shape. It should be like a teardrop shape. And then start fixing this like that. This is another option. Can you see? Like that, 3 pieces I'll fix, and this toothpick I'm going to fix here. But there will be a gap. Your toothpick will be visible or your wire will be visible. This is another type of peacock feather. So you have lots of varieties to do. Now this is little still delicate for me. Can you see this? It has to get dried. Now I'll do the wing part. Are all of you ready? Just show your thumbs ups.
No.
As someone asked me, you have an option here. With the toothpick, you can make impressions. I'm just going to draw a line like this. I'm going to draw a line. Now this is an optional. If your feather is too delicate, don't do this in the paint. Now my feather was too delicate in this. I didn't do. I will do the feather part in the paint. Now in this, if you want, an option I'm showing. Now when the peacock feather is standing like this up, the lines will be upwards. So I'm pressing the lines like this onto the upwards. Now this need not be done now with the toothpick. You can always do it with your paint. This is an optional. Those who are struggling, don't do it. I'm just roughly doing this now. Okay? Sorry, the wing. Now, I'm just taking a small size of wing because my diya is too tiny here. So, I'm making a small ball, divide it into 2 equal parts. Divide into 2 equal parts. Just hurry up little, ladies. Okay. Now, the first one I'm showing like a teardrop. Only on one corner. On one corner, you are going to make it like this. Okay? Make it like this. Make it like this. Both should be equal size. Do it together. Both should be equal size. Press this. Press this like this. Press this like this. It should be like a teardrop. Okay? Now, remember which side you're putting on your right and left, because it will be little different. So when you're putting to your right and left, this will be on the front. The thicker portion will go on the front and the thin portion will go on the back. So what I'll do when I do this, I'm just going to put little bend it like this. Can you see this shape? I'll just bend it little down.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I can take my cutter. I'll just put some lines. See, options I'm giving. You can put some lines like this. Okay. If not, the other option is that, remember what we did for our feathers. Take this part again. Make the same semicircles. I like the semicircle part because it looks beautiful.
I can use my fondant set.
Yeah, you can. So just smoothen it. Both this should be ready and then we will fix it to the base. I'm fixing it with the glue on safer side as I told you. Please be on mute, ma. Please be on mute. Now fix this. Fix this. And hold it for 2 seconds. Fix on both the sides. Generally, I give little gap. You want, you can fix it to the base or just little halka se keep a opening. It looks nice. Say flamingo or duck, swan, the same options. Almost it is little bit similar. Just the shape has to change little. Now, both the sides, I'm just pinching it little outwards. It looks nice. Now my diya is ready. Now, everyone's clay is different. I'm not sure. So, please, the drying time depends. In case you are molded M-Seal and your Shilpkar is not molded properly, I can't give you the guarantee of drying process. It will not dry. So, please, don't ask me why it is not dried or when will it dry. Because every clay has a different drying time. And terracotta clay, whoever is using, please get it fired in the kiln. Okay? So, we are done with the peacock. I'll next show you the elephant. Now, I'll just give a gap of 5 minutes. We can ask questions to, you can ask me questions. Hopefully, this is done. Let us dry. After it is dried, we are going to put acrylic paints on this. When you're doing terracotta painting, that has to be burnt, fired in your kiln. After that is done, then only you will paint with acrylic. Okay, if time permits, I will do this or I will make a video and send it to you all. Okay, so 1 second. Now, once this is done, we are going to dry. Whatever shapes, forms you want to do, when it is wet only make the designs. Afterwards, your designs will not sit on it. Then you have to do everything with your paint. Okay, so this is a peacock. As I told you, you can also make one more type in the feather. You can fix this to the base and then take small balls, make diyas out of it like this. Make a tiny diyas like this and you can fix it to the base. It look beautiful. You can fix it like this. Some 5, 6. That will also look beautiful. That's really good if you can make. You can make some 5, 6 small diyas based on the size and fix it. Instead of this feather, you'll fix this everywhere. So this is also one type, or you can make this. So hopefully you understood the peacock. So we will stop the peacock with here, and next I will start the elephant.
This is